Module 8, community and content. Turning your network into a referral engine, shifting from content to connection, putting the social before the media. Here's the deal. We all want to go viral. We want that one post to hit, explode, and bring in a flood of leads. But here's the truth. It doesn't happen that often. And even when it does, it's not the end-all be-all of your marketing strategy. Instead of focusing on the quantity of posts, we should focus on the quality of your interactions. Engagement. Whether it's commenting, liking, sharing stories, or tagging others, this is one of the most powerful ways to build relationships. Put the social before the media. Be intentional in engaging with others before expecting your content to get the same attention. And here's why. People love recognition. They love seeing their names tagged, their stories shared, and receiving a thoughtful comment. By showing up for others and interacting with their posts, you build a foundation of trust and visibility that can grow organically. In this video, we'll explore how to turn social engagement into real connections and how to bring that person who supports others into a position to become the go-to professional in the network. Module 8, Course 2, the blessing of engagement, becoming a connector. So let's flip the script. Instead of always focusing on how many people see your post, let's focus on how many people you can impact with your engagement. You don't need to post every single day to stay top of mind. What's more important is consistently showing up in other people's content. How can you do this? It's simple. Comment genuinely on connection posts, not just great posts, add value. For example, I love how you shared that tip about local business. Or I found that supporting small business can really impact the whole community. Or here's another resource I think your followers would appreciate. Share their stories. When someone posts something relevant to your business, don't be afraid to share it to your network. This is about creating a cycle of giving first. Tag people in your posts. If you mention someone or a topic, tag them. It's a simple gesture that could be the start of a meaningful conversation. By connecting with others and engaging authentically, you aren't just hoping to be noticed. You're actively becoming part of their narrative too. Community starts with engagement. Module 8, Course 3, the power of reciprocity, how engagement builds a referral engine. If you've ever wondered how to start building a referral engine, it starts right here with engagement. Think of it as sowing seeds of goodwill. You might not get immediate returns, but over time, your consistency creates trust. Trust breeds referrals. When you take the time to comment on a potential client's post, or when you share a piece of content from a colleague, you're establishing yourself as a connector and a resource. This doesn't mean you're looking for a favor every time you engage. Instead, you're creating goodwill, which ultimately creates a network that's ready to refer when the opportunity arises. In this video, we're going to break down how small, intentional acts of engagement lead to long-term relationship building, and how these relationships turn into referrals over time. Module 8, Course 4, building your community through consistent, intentional content. It's time to shift our focus back to content, but with a twist. Rather than focusing on the goal of going viral, let's think about how your content can add value to your community. What can you share that encourages conversation, inspires action, or even just brings a smile to your audience? Here's the kicker. You don't need to post every single day. The real key is being strategic and intentional. Posting a few times a week with quality content that resonates with your audience is far more effective than posting daily for the sake of posting. So let's discuss how. Start with storytelling. Share stories about your services. Help your clients. Make it relatable. It doesn't always have to be about business. It can be personal stories that show your value, like helping others or celebrating your community. Engage through polls or questions. Your audience loves to feel heard. Ask them what they're thinking, what challenges they need help with. It shows you care, and it makes them more likely to engage back. Keep it personal. Instead of doing a generic post about your services, show behind-the-scene moments, like setting up a meeting or celebrating a small win. This shows authenticity and makes your content feel real. Module 8, Course 5, putting it all together, creating a referral engine through intentional engagement. Now that we've covered the basics of content and engagement, it's time to pull everything together into a referral machine. Here's the truth. It's not about being everywhere at once. It's about being intentional and consistent. Engage first. Focus on commenting, liking, and sharing. Show up for others, and your audience will take notice. Post with purpose. Share content that makes your audience feel something, whether it's inspiration, education, or connection. And remember, consistency wins. Be there day in and day out. You don't have to post daily, but make sure your interactions stay consistent. By focusing and following these principles, you will be laying the foundation for a robust referral engine. It's all about creating community of trust and value, where people think of you, not just as a service provider, but as a go-to resource. When you create these genuine relationships, referrals will flow naturally. So here's a challenge for you. Your challenge for today is going to be engage intentionally with at least 5 people in your network, whether it's through through comments, story shares, or a direct message. Your goal is to build or strengthen connections. Don't be afraid to make it personal. Share something meaningful and offer your help. Here's a bonus. If your interaction leads to a conversation that brings in a new opportunity or a referral, then I want you to come share your story in the community. What worked and what surprised you? So as we wrap up this module, remember, this isn't about making a splash with every single post. It's about creating genuine connections through consistent, intentional engagement. When you focus on being a blessing to others and genuinely engaging with their network, you set the stage for long-term growth and a referral engine that works on your behalf. Good luck moving on to Module 9.